Sip, sip, good evening, audio video test. Very good. Thank you, Bliss. Thank you, Alak Chotwani. We are on to a very interesting session today. It's a Saturday session, and Saturdays we try to take new topics. Today's topic is how to overcome loneliness. How do we overcome? A lot of people in today's world, in a world of AI, in a world of social media, people are lonely. People are so lonely. Why are people lonely and how to overcome loneliness? Let us start. My dear Sip Ahem Sip Alak Anand and Anil, Sip Chotwani, Atmanirvati Bliss and Deepatma, Sip Gigi Rashmi, Girishanand and Gurpreet, Sip Harshal, iPhone Krishna and Manoj, Sip Monty, Moto Sip Partha Peter, Sip Prakasa Premchandji, Rajanand Rekha, Sip Prakash Rekha Samatma, Siba Sip Siji, Soham, Sridhar, Sukhi, Sundar, Sip, Viresh, Yogini, M, Brahma. And many more people coming to the call. Many people who have joined suddenly and jumped up. Okay, I think you understand that. You all don't worry about me greeting you because I greet all of you. Let's start. I have a little low voice because I was speaking yesterday for 6 hours. So today my voice is low. Who will tell me how to overcome loneliness? Who's the master? Shivoham. Shivoham comes to the rescue when there's nobody on the front of the match on the batting. Shivoham and Rutanu. Normally it happens in cricket. Who should bat first? Everybody doesn't want to go and face the fast bowlers. Okay. Shivoham, Rutanu, Nikhila, Partha, Sachiv. Come on. Let me hear you.
Shivam Saji,
Shivoham.
Saji, we can overcome loneliness by reminding that I am not alone.
How?
Divine is with me always.
Aleva. I am not alone. Sip is with me. Uma always says like that. You also say like that? Or
Yes,
you're
Saji.
going to say from today?
No,
Do you feel lonely? Do you feel lonely?
no, Saji, I don't feel lonely
Why?
because I know in each of my breaths and each of my uh, सांसों में वही प्रभु ही है. My heartbeat, he's
Okay.
there. I'm
Okay.
not
Good.
alone. I remind myself I'm not alone. पल पल दिल के पास प्रभु रहते हैं. ना मैं अकेला तू मेरे साथ है.
Good. You have done a good preparation. Thank you. Good start, Ashok. Rutanu, Nikhila, Partha, Sachiv, and God's will. How to overcome
शिवो
loneliness? Shivam.
शिवो हम गुरुजी जब डिवाइन ग्रेस है साथ में अपने अंदर ऑनवर्ड फॉरवर्ड और गुरुजी हैं साथ में तो फिर लोनलीनेस किस बात की?
कैसे गुरुजी तो अलग है, आप तो अलग है.
नहीं, आप हैं जब साथ में, आपका ग्रेस है साथ में, तो हम कैसे लोनली हो सकते हैं?
नहीं, see, don't be philosophical. अच्छा answer. Because you feel lonely. People feel lonely.
प्रभु है, जब प्रभु का साथ है और ग्रेस ऑफ गुरु है तो कोई लोनलीनेस नहीं है.
Okay. Thank you, Nikhila. Let me hear. Nikhila, Partha, Sachiv, God's will.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, Nikhila.
Sir, I was also going to say the same thing. Divine SIP is always with you, so you're not alone. But loneliness definitely hurts a lot of people in a real way, very real way, because they
Yeah.
think that they want friends, they are missing out on things, and they want appreciation and recognition, attention, a lot of things.
And
So
FOMO.
FOMO, yes,
Huh?
FOMO, definitely. That has haunted me as well a lot of times in the past, even now, few times. But yeah, with all these calls and everything that sadhana and all that, and overcoming those things, because there is so much to achieve. When you have a goal, when you have a purpose of achieving something, realization, then time is not enough. You never feel lonely.
I think the world is facing loneliness as a Google and see what is the world's. Ask Google what is how lonely how much loneliness is there in the world. See, because what I've heard from a lot of people, there's a lot of loneliness. People are struggling with this problem of loneliness, and this leads to depression. It leads to so many problems. So how do we deal with it, Nigira? One
So
out of six people in the world, as per huh? As per who? WHO. As per WHO, as per WHO, one out of every six people in this world experience loneliness.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
lot,
that
right?
is so true. Yeah, that's a lot. And people feel lonely even if their lives look full from outside.
So at least out of
So
100 people in the call today, there may be 20 people who are lonely. They should speak up. If 23% of the global population is lonely, in this call also, there must be at least 10, 15, 20 people who are lonely. And
yeah. So, and also you had said last week, I think, find your ikigai. Ikigai is the Japanese term for finding the purpose. So if you if you find your ikigai, then definitely, yeah, you will.
that's a
That
good
is,
solution. When you're busy,
yeah,
when you people who are very busy don't feel lonely, they have no time to feel lonely.
exactly,
If you ask,
exactly.
if you ask a coolie in India, are you lonely? The coolie says lonely. I have no time. I'm busy carrying my bags in my head, going, running, running. I'm just busy surviving. Where is question of
Mm,
feeling lonely?
correct.
Okay,
There's a
but
lot
today
of
we have.
mental health, lot of mental health issues these days because of the same um, problem.
But
So,
today's conversation is how to overcome it.
yeah, exactly.
Are you going to?
Purpose.
Are you have any ideas?
Purpose, sir. Finding your purpose. My
Okay,
purpose is
finding
to
ikigai,
be
finding
a
purpose. Yeah.
self-realization. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Good. Thank you, Partha.
Namaskar, Shivam.
Namaskar.
Sir,
Bolo.
sir, according to me, I do feel that people feel lonely because they live themselves in other eyes. Their existence depend on the external world, what people perceive them, what do people think about them, how the world going on. But there is one world inside them. Inside them, there is a different world. They don't have a good relation with them. They are suffering from the self love. They are failed to connect with the sheep. I am very lucky and blessed. I never feel lonely. Even you see that I am sitting in a very place, there is no people is there, still I never feel lonely because I have a good relation with me. In the time in the
So
morning when I go for
you live
walking,
alone. No family.
no, I am with family. If I
Then
stay
you
alone,
said that you're alone. You told just now.
no. I'm saying that if you find me alone any place for a longer time, in that period also, I never feel lonely because I have a good communication with myself also. I have a good in the morning time. I go for walking for 1 hours, and that time I talk with myself, talk with sheep, making good connection with sheep, and try to understand what do I feel. People if connect disconnect their validation, their expectation in the other eyes, they feel good connection with them, they should good connection with shift. If they enjoy their own company, they can overcome the loneliness because people feel that they only connected outside wall, but inside there is a wall. They have to figure it out. They have to find that yes, what I am exactly feeling, what my own way of living, my what is my expectation, what is the how I can get good connection with the sheep. Can I do reflect my old mistakes, can I rectify myself? There are a lot of self talk is going on inside me, and it keep me busy, it keep me help to overcome many things I did wrong in past also. So I always busy with talking with me, sometimes keep silence and making connection with the sheep to understand and different guidance I get. So I feel that if I can make good relations with myself, with sheep, then I never feel accompanied, never
Okay.
feel lonely.
Okay. Good answer. Thank you. Let me hear. Here, Sachiv will come with one sixer. Let me hear Sachiv, God's will, Harshal, and Gurpreet. Yes, Sachiv.
Shivam Guruji.
How to overcome loneliness? Do you feel lonely?
No, I am not lonely because my goal is and purpose of life is very clear. Only enlightenment. So why you alone? When SIP is all the time with you, where are you alone?
So you don't feel lonely.
Not at all. We are always in the SIP mind, mindset that we have to achieve SIP and we are trying to see SIP in everyone. Where is loneliness? There is no loneliness. Even though I'm staying away from a family, there is no attachment. Attachment and detachment is also working likewise.
Okay, good. So Sachiv says, I'm always with SIP. So let us hear God's will. Thank you. God's will, Harshal, Gurpreet, and Rashmi.
Thanks very much for this call. I hope I haven't missed any of the speeches, but they seem quite good. So I think loneliness is like the wave in the ocean. The wave. Why would the wave feel lonely? And only because it's got this. It's the idea. I'm a wave. I'm so lonely. It's the I makes the loneliness. It's the you can't as long as anything that makes the I goes up, the loneliness goes up. If the wisdom comes up, then loneliness goes down. If SIP is high, then loneliness goes down. It's a wave in the ocean.
Beautiful,
Any
very
kind of
beautiful.
any
Good
kind of
analogy.
attack.
Very, very good. So if the wave can feel lonely if it feels I'm the wave and I'm separate from the ocean. But if the wave feels I'm part of the ocean, then you don't feel lonely. See, every day SIP gives us a topic. Thank you, Will, God's will. Every day SIP gives us a topic, and every day SIP takes us forward in this journey called life. This journey called life, every day we are going forward. For those who are paying attention to this call, not everybody is fully in sync with this call. Some are attending, some are fully absorbed with this call, word to word. How exactly? For example, today should wipe out all loneliness. Today should completely wipe out all loneliness. How? How will you wipe out all loneliness from your life? So this is the challenge of each day's call. So let us see. I hope we are going well. We have got 8:15. So 45 minutes. Gurpreet, Rashmi, Shivoham, and Krishna.
Pranam, sir.
Pranam.
Sir, I feel that loneliness is the epidemic today.
Ah,
Many people are suffering from that.
many
It's a
people you know are
yes,
suffering.
sir. Yes, sir. Many people I know, sir.
And what is the, what how does it hurt? How does it affect them?
The depression straight away they are like depressing, and I feel कि उनकी जिंदगी के जो ये especially the elder people, sir. So the worst thing is कि majorly the you can say post 50 there are many people suffering. Do definitely children also these days. This epidemic has caught up with the children also, but people post 50 55, especially when they
Age of suicide. Yeah.
even after 55, or the people who retire around 58 60, post that, sir, they feel lonely because they are used to their work principles and all those things and the family circles. And when they don't have that kind of circle and that kind of family, that income also, that gets a break little bit, they're on their pension mode and all those things. Many people start suffering, sir. I've seen many people
So
around,
what's
sir.
the solution?
Sir, I think they need people like you here to be more present in the to give them happiness codes.
I was surprised when I saw what is the age of people who are committing suicide.
Yes,
Uh, Highest suicide rates in the United States is over 75 years.
I
And
I, com- I
globally,
completely agree, sir.
yeah, globally, even some people between 15 to 29, because youngsters, um, some of the youngsters in India, age 18 to 30. So it's very funny, the pattern. uh, what at what age maximum suicide happens. So it's very strange that sometimes I read somewhere in India above 80 years people get very lonely and they commit suicide after
Yes.
80 years, after 70 years,
True, sir.
because they don't know what to do in life. They are bored. They are kind of feeling lonely. They don't they what you call empty nest syndrome. The nest is empty and everybody is gone, and then they are saying, "Abhi kya karna hai?"
Bilkul, sir. The men
Okay,
whose wives are gone, they generally get depressed. The women whose husbands are gone, they generally get depressed. These are generation. The next generation is not taking care of them or loving them, or their expectations are high, and many things. So
it's quite often sometimes one man or woman dies, and
yes, sir.
within a matter of days the second one dies,
Yes,
because it's not very
it's very
uncommon.
common, sir.
Okay,
It's
thank you.
very sad, but I feel, sir, like people like you who are like saviors for happiness, they should inspire, eh, especially
Uh,
these
pe-
elderly
people like
people more, sir.
people like me will guide people like you, and then people like you should guide other people.
Sure,
So
sir.
that,
Definitely,
yes.
we
So
should, sir.
today we SIP will guide us how to deal with loneliness. That is today's topic, and let's see what answer we get from SIP based on this beautiful discussion. Rashmi, Shivoham, Krishna, and Mohan.
Shivoham, Guruji.
Yes, Rashmi.
The loneliness, how to overcome loneliness. You should focus on your self love and your own. You should be your friend, yourself first, and interact. And you are not alone. You are with SIP or you are with Supreme. And that internal happiness and consciousness interaction, you will not feel lonely at all. But if you feel lonely, you can ask questions. Stop, take a breath, observe why you are lonely, and take a position. If you are a youngster, I will say them to go wear jocksuit and just run 5 kilometers and come back. If you are just middle age, you can jump here at the home or do some physical activities, because when you are in negative thought, you
So
can't do.
jogging and jumping will take away loneliness.
No, no, but on mental level, if you are start thinking breathing exercise is okay. But if you are thinking meditation or something, you will not get positive thought immediately, because you are so deep down in negativity. So that's why you need some physical booster for first start with, and then you can go for breathing exercise, and then slowly come
Okay.
down to meditation.
Actually, it's not so difficult. If one wants to overcome loneliness, if one follows the right path, it's not so difficult. Shivoham and Krishna. Thank you, Rashmi. Shivoham and Krishna.
Shivam Sarji,
Yes, sir.
Sarji, I've learned from your lessons. We should drop the I. When I'm not I, then who am I? Neti neti tattvamasi. When I'm
So that
thou or that, then why should I be lonely? And outside world is mithya. Prabhu eki satya. Outside world we are connected. They are all not permanent. Some they will change anytime, but Prabhu will never change. मेरे
but that
अंदर प्रभु का है एक दाम.
some people when they hear like this, they get more lonely. Outside world is mithya. They think, oh, भैया पूरा मिथ्या है, और भी डर जाते हैं.
Because they don't have self realization and God realization.
No, what you're saying is very correct. There's a good formula is neti neti tattvamasi. And as I try to guide people, you know, actually there are two type of people: those who are learning and they are growing, evolving, and those who don't want to learn. Those
Right.
people who are not learning, I mean, there are about 100 people in the Zoom call who are not attending, who are actively in the Zoom call, but today the 100 people are not there. Those 100 people are somewhere busy, Saturday evening, some club, some party, some function.
Hope you Geo.
Ah. So when you are in, you know what? Very funny, Shivoham. People who are cow, pio, geo are lonely. When they go back home after cow, pio, geo, they're looking up at the ceiling and they're thinking, my life is so futile. My life has no meaning. They're looking at the ceiling. Huh? Life has no meaning looking at the ceiling. and then thinking, क्या करना है, कल कौन सा party है, परसों कौन. Many people are trying to escape loneliness with parties. Every day one party, tomorrow party, then party, then party, then party.
Some
I'm
people,
I'm I'm
to avoid loneliness, they keep on drinking.
I knew one of my friends. He always used to spend money on buying every 6 months one new suit. So I asked him, why do you buy one new suit every 6 months? He said it's a great investment. I asked him why. He said every time I wear a suit, I buy a new suit. Then I go to the weddings. So many weddings are there, and I walk in like I'm a big shot. I walk into the wedding, I eat food nicely. I go eat. The boys' side thinks I'm the girls' side. The girls' side thinks I'm the boys' side. And every evening he's not lonely. He's going for some wedding and eating food because he's wearing a new suit. He has got 6 suits, 7 suits. So yes, but Krishna, thank you, Shivam. Krishna, Mohan, Priya, and Karma.
Yes, sir, Shivoham,
Shivoham,
Krishnoham,
Krishna.
Krishnoham. Sir, yes, sir, we are very fortunate because loneliness was a thing of past. Once upon a time, kada hum log lonely hote the if we don't get company. We used to seek company, but now we understand loneliness is a mind state. In the BME, loneliness happens, and when you are living as a divine soul, and many things we have learned from you, sir, like feeding birds. You go out, how can you be lonely? Flowers, birds, animals. So even if there are no humans inside, you will not feel lonely if you really be with the world or that oneness may. You have said SLS. But I have a question to you. This is one problem we face with the old and the sick in our center also, because kitna bhi we take care, they have an empty look, lost look. And that is why we feel that this lessons of spirituality should come much early in life, because when we lose everything, then we cannot suddenly become spiritual. So मुझे लगता है कि how can I help those people? One is the old people who always have a very empty look. Kitna bhi we try to fill them with happiness and love. Also, they don't respond much. Second is the youngsters who are in a digital world. They are also lonely. They think they are enjoying, but they are always in a lost look. They are not connected with the world. They are not connected with anyone. But for us, I enjoy silence. So I'm very happy in company and I love my silence also. But I always feel I should do something to the old people in our center who are always unhappy because
I
of
think
loneliness.
yeah, I think the old people must be taught. I was I was talking to my mother. My mother's 86, and she was telling me today my friend in Singapore died, and yesterday she told me yesterday my younger cousin died, and then last week somebody else died. So, so yes, I always am very my mother. I jokingly tell her. So I said, the body has to die. So I think that the elderly people also, whatever we are learning, if they are unable to comprehend, then difficult because then they have lost the comprehension. They can't understand. That's a different. They can't hear properly or they can't understand properly. They are, there's a different state of. But those who can understand,
See, they
Krishna,
can, so there are few people who have retired from very high posts, but they are in our geriatric center. They only want their child to come back. Their children are not even, responding, but they just look out as though their child will now come to take them back home, and but they are not. So I say, kya kar payenge? They are lonely because of that. So the entire life you spend in, as you say, pleasure or achievement, and then they are lost. They have lost their life in
so you are
loneliness.
no, you are right. So let's try to get today's call. How, for example, how do I used to feel lonely once upon a time. Now I don't feel lonely. Once upon a
See, we
time there
don't
was
we don't feel lonely for sure. This call may nobody. I don't think anybody will feel lonely because of the lessons we get. I'm the
yeah.
divine soul. How can I feel lonely? And you have taught us Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, everything. But the normal world does not understand. No, sir. Even in my happiness circle, they will not understand if I say you can be happy in silence. They say 5 minutes, 10 minutes, then
Because they have not got to enjoying the side that you need to get to enjoy that. Like for example, sometimes some food When you eat the first time, you may not like it, but you eat it 2-3 times, then you develop a taste. They call you develop a taste for it.
Okay.
But what you have told many good answers in the passing. You have told many good answers. I would like to elaborate all your answers before the call ends, because you have given many good answers. You've given so many good answers. Loneliness, like everybody is saying, there are two primary ways of overcoming loneliness. The one primary way that everybody has told is that way you say, I am not, I am sip, I am the soul is sip, and how can I be lonely? But Krishna, you have given many things, you have given many formulas you have mentioned. That realization very few people have. What you have mentioned. For example, Satyam Shivam Sundaram, for example. If you understand Satyam Shivam Sundaram, how can you be lonely? How can you be lonely? So I'll explain that after everybody says, Krishna, what you have just said. You, as I said, you passed many things in that. You said 2-3 formulas. I hope I don't forget, otherwise you can help me. In the passing, we must, if we are living with our individual consciousness connected to the universal consciousness, we will never feel lonely. But if we are living as the false ego, if I am living as I am this body, the body will die. If I'm living as BME, oh, we'll be miserable. People who are living as, I know people who have been playing video games. Sometimes these kids are trying to connect to unknown people in the world, and I think they are playing. So I don't know how they do it, but they're all playing with somebody, and somebody they don't know who they are, but they are playing with somebody and somebody. I still can't understand that. But they're lonely because there is no connection. Yeah, Krishna.
So earlier, because I have one line of yours in my diary, I think you must have said in some other call, transcend loneliness to consciousness for eternal happiness. So that is what I think we have learned from you.
So that consciousness is important. If there's loneliness, then there's no consciousness. If there's consciousness, then there's no loneliness, but there is happiness. So sometimes you may be alone in the middle of the night. Sometimes, Krishna, what happens when some beloved, somebody very dear to you leaves? Somebody passes away. So that there are many cases. Somebody has a lovely, very, very lovely dog. The dog dies. So what this is what you create a vacuum. So how do you? So I know somebody. They had a dog called Brownie. They had a dog called Brownie. Always a brown dog. So when I went sometime, I heard Brownie died. I went back to the house. I said, hi Brownie, how's Brownie? I said, you told me Brownie died. Yes, this is another Brownie. And after 3 years, that Brownie, another Brownie. So whenever one Brownie goes, they immediately replace another Brownie. Then where is it? Some people are not like that. हमारा ब्राउनी चले गया, अभी हमारा ब्राउनी चले गया, अभी हमारा ब्राउनी किधर है? Oh, they can be miserable. But these people are, every time one brownie goes, they have a new brownie. Next day, they have a new brownie. So that is, I'm just giving you one of the practical way. Thank you. Thank you, Krishna. Mohan Priya, Karma Sukhi. Let's see if we have some more answers coming.
Yeah, love you, Guruji. Love to all the
Yes.
ships, in the group.
Yes, Mohan.
What I feel is that, loneliness is a self-imposed disease, it is like a disease. And out of, total ignorance, people are not aware of, the ship. That's why, they are feeling, lonely. I would like
Why?
to go with the majority today. If you are with the ship, there is no question of, feeling lonely or isolated.
Why? Why you will not feel isolated when you're with
Because
ship?
you're preoccupied round the clock, because you are always in the conscious state of mind 24/7 365 days till we hit the grave. So you are preoccupied with the ship, so there is no question of feeling lonely at all. I think
Okay.
the idle mind is like workshop, is like a devil's workshop.
No,
Idle mind.
what you're saying is very beautiful. But we today, by the end of the call, Mohan, thank you. We need to take home. We need to take home some practical tips. So I want, like Krishna gave some practical tip. Shivoham Ashok gave a couple of practical tips. I want you all to take some practical tips. Priya, Karma. Priya and Karma.
Shivoham, Sip.
Shivoham, Priya.
The answer how to overcome is it to go from lonely to only. If you
Means?
that means you should say that only I exist as consciousness, and it's only me, it's only SIP. Everything else is not.
Only
So,
SIP.
only SIP. So that is one way. Having said that, I have to confess also, because I'm a parent of a special child, and there is loneliness because of lack of social and emotional and practical support. So that one does feel lonely. But again, this understanding is there that it's only SIP. But that's at two levels, you know. In
But
practical day
you're
life,
talking about the loneliness in the child or in your life?
for her and me, both together as a unit.
That's a very interesting point. But how can we overcome that?
I have to just keep thinking that SIP, 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 and I mean it's only
Not thinking. If you think, you will still be lonely.
to
But
experience it.
if you actually see that you are with SIP, how can you be lonely?
Correct. Yeah.
So that
So
practice has to come where you are seeing your child as SIP, and you are treating your child as SIP.
that I
And
do. I
yeah,
do that, but then at the practical level, because of lack of support and the challenges, it gets a little
I
difficult.
agree. I agree. But then we have to face those. I'm not going to get into personal question, but we have to find a way. Actually, Priya, if in this call, whatever we have learned, if we implement all the points, I'm stopping by to tell you this, okay, Priya? For example, I am SIP, my child is SIP, everything is SIP. Or this
Yes.
whole world is a drama. We are
Yes.
actors, we come and we go. It's a Leela. And whatever's unfolding as per karma, therefore there is no trauma. And after all, it is a divine will. I accept, I surrender. So if we put all these teachings together, if we knit up all these teachings together, then it's like a chain, and you go from beat to beat to beat to beat, and you by the time you go around the chain, the time is over.
Okay.
But
Yes.
please feel free before the end of the call to add some more specific points if you want to discuss, because you have come forward with a personal example, which is very good, and I totally feel what you're telling me. How can we, for example, there's a time sometimes somebody's facing a divorce, somebody is facing a business shutdown, somebody is facing cancer. So there are times when sometimes you feel lonely. So how do you face that situation? That's what we have to answer before the end of the call. Thank you, Priya. Karma,
Yes.
and come back if there's more. Karma and Sukhi, Sundar and Uma.
Shivoham AiR.
Yes, Shivoham.
I hope you're doing well.
Always.
Great. Very good question. काफी like सबने बोला, आपने गूगल पे स्टैट्स भी चेक किए. Loneliness is actually a silent epidemic or a pandemic, as people would say. कोई एज मैटर नहीं करती है, बहुत लोगों को loneliness फील हो रही है. एंड हम I'll say the truth. यहाँ हम कितने भी स्पिरिचुअल कितने भी लेवल पे क्यों ना हो, एट द एंड ऑफ द डे वी आर ह्यूमंस, एंड एट सम पॉइंट इन टाइम, इवन फॉर अ मिनट, दैट लोनलीनेस फीलिंग एवरीबडी एक्सपीरियंसेस. बहुत अच्छे अच्छे आंसर दिए सबने स्पिरिचुअली फोमो से जोमो में जाने के लिए. लेकिन सिंस this will be telecasted on YouTube also, and a lot of people who are not even on this journey would want to understand the answer of it. The reason, first of all, the reason we feel loneliness is because of the disconnect with self and disconnect with the human beings, because human beings are not designed to live in isolation. Solitude, yes. Isolations, no.
No, so
By
very, what you said is very beautiful. So, Karma, I just before I move away from you, thanks for your inputs. Before we go to Sukhi, of course, what Karma says, if you are human, if you are human, you will feel lonely. But what if you are divine? What if you awaken that I am not human, I am divine? That is the method of overcoming loneliness. Now I know many of you are going to say very interesting. बोलने के लिए तो बहुत अच्छा है, but बोलने के लिए ये तो सच है. So thank you, Karma. I learned JOMO, FOMO and JOMO.
FOMO is fear of missing out. JOMO is joy of missing out.
But why the joy of missing out?
As in it basically applies to people जो लोग बिल्कुल अकेले नहीं रह सकते, as in उनको हर
हाँ?
पार्टी पे जाना है, वीकेंड पे हर इवेंट पे जाना है, हर नई चीज ट्राई करनी है, वो लोग फियर ऑफ मिसिंग आउट फील करते हैं, एंड देन दे मूव टू जोमो होपफुली सम पॉइंट इन टाइम वेयर इट्स एब्सोल्युटली ओके फॉर देम। वो नया आईफोन का लॉन्च मिस कर रहे हैं, नई पार्टी, नया इवेंट कुछ भी मिस कर रहे हैं, सो दे कॉल इट जॉय ऑफ मिसिंग आउट जस्ट बिकॉज they are so connected with self and within themselves they're happy.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Garva. Sukhi and Sundar. So, how to overcome loneliness? We are battling this question today. How to overcome loneliness? Yes.
Shivoham sir, I bow down to you and all the SIP in this call. And I'm
Yes.
really blessed to connect to this call. And it was so timely because I've learned so many things and I spend my time doing SIP work. Of course, I have my regular office and then morning start with gratitude and feeding the birds. And then weekends are like doing SIP work. Me and my friends go to some ashrams or certain schools and all where we can spread your happiness. So
Very
that's
good.
that's helping
Well,
me.
so, is there any loneliness or there's no loneliness?
Sometime initially it was, but no. Now I have overcome.
Good. Sometimes people, I've learned this art, there's no time to be lonely. Some people tell me, where's the time to be lonely?
When I'm
You know,
busy, so
yeah.
there's no loneliness.
Yeah. So when I'm always networked, always connected, where's the time to be lonely? So that's a good thing. But let's see, before the call ends, we have to reach that state where we eliminate loneliness from our life.
And now
So,
I am
so
overcoming the fear also, what I had discussed.
yeah. Thank you. Sundargiri,
Thank you, sir.
Sundar Uma, Govind, Shivraj.
Oh, Shivam sir,
Shivam sir.
I think the question here is if we feel lonely, how we can overcome it? That's the
Correct.
question here. Yeah. So the question is not here like we are lonely or not. That's not the question. If we are lonely, then how we can overcome it? So according to me, how we can overcome it? Uh, Actually, there is no friends outside in the world. The ultimate friend is within. So we have to be connected with that friend within. For that, we have to do the meditation. We have to do the meditation, and meditation is the uh, to be aware with reality or the fact, or in another word, to be present now.
Okay, good.
That's the meditation, and by doing meditation only we can overcome the loneliness. There is no loneliness at all actually if we are able to be connected with the friend within. That's
Thank
my
you. Thank
answer.
you, Sundar. This is called a paradox, right? A paradox. The paradox is the way to overcome loneliness is silence. And some people say, how can silence overcome loneliness? Because in silence you will be lonely. No. So this is a paradox. Because in silence, when you go inside, then the true friend, the true divine partner, your soulmate, your divine sip is within you. And when
Within,
you have got that uh, magic, then it's fine.
yeah, in silence only, sir, we can find the true friend inside. In silence.
Yes, thank you, Sundar. I said thank you means Uma.
Shivam Guruji.
Yes,
The statement which I say, I'm not alone, God is always with me,
yes.
reiterates the fact that I'm not alone. Definitely, for the past maybe 3 years, I'm alone. I have lost my son and my husband. I stay alone. My brother stays just 10 minutes away from me. But initially, I used to feel that I'm alone and I used to switch on the light. And I felt little safe. Maybe that light is there, some secure feeling. But nowadays, I've got to staying alone. I've got used to it. And these Zoom call is a great recharge for me. And I definitely look forward to these calls. Initially, I was not attending regularly, but now wherever I am, I make it a point to attend. Even if I'm on laptop or somewhere, I switch on this and I try to listen to it. So it recharges me a lot. So three things I would like to say. The 19 acronym happiness secret. So this,
Yes.
if you have with you always, like the happiness joy triggers, have a joy trigger list with you, and also this 19 secret puzzle, which you have told us, AiR Happiness Secret, definitely you will not be alone. And second one, do what you like, live in the moment. Like past is history, future is a mystery, present is a pastry which is given to you. So live in the now. And third one, do what you like. Like books are your best friends, music, and do something you're passionate about. Keep yourself so busy that you don't have time to worry or think that you're alone. So these are the three things that make me be lively. And I try to share whatever I have learned from you today. In fact, I was hosting a Toastmaster of the day. I was the host, and the theme was Discover AiR Happiness Secret. So I would like to share it to more Toastmasters. There are almost maybe 300 plus clubs all over India, or even more than that. So wherever I go, I would like to do it hereafter. And
No,
maybe
very
that
good.
is my mission.
Very good, Rima. See, because what happens when you are trying to make others happy, automatically you become happy.
So,
And please stay till the end of the call, and because pick today's secret, which you can share with everybody. Okay? Because today we have to learn the art of overcoming loneliness effortlessly. And how I overcome this loneliness effortlessly, I want to share with you. And many of you know it, and many of you do it, but you do it inadvertently. I want you to do it consciously. If you implement the art of overcoming loneliness consciously, in consciousness, then the question, what you're saying, no, I am not alone, God is with me, that will be extended. That will be extended to a manner there is no, the light is always burning. Not that you have to switch on the light. Where is the question of light being off? The Prabhu is always with us. We don't need to see Prabhu or hear Prabhu. No, Prabhu is all, even in darkness, Prabhu is there. Of course, for example, there is fear. लोग मौत से इसलिए डरते हैं क्योंकि वो नहीं जानते वो कभी नहीं मरते हैं. Where is the question of dying? That body will die. So what? Today or yesterday, I was speaking to my mother, 86 years, on death. I was explaining to her on death. I said, death will happen, body will die. Either after 1 year or 5 years or 10 years, your body has to die. So I was speaking to a very senior doctor. I was speaking to a very senior doctor. Yesterday night, one of my friend was walking outside in Bangalore. Some car came and hit him, and on the spot, he was in ICU. He died. He died, or he's nearly dead. He's on a ventilator. I'm not sure. They've taken off the ventilator. But so the doctor was paranoid. The doctor is so upset. A senior doctor. Oh, how can this be? The person just got hard hit and died in a moment, in a flash. How? So when you are not spiritually uh, inclined, then you feel these challenges. Thank you, Uma. Govind Shivraj. I am not alone. Uma says always SIP is with me.
Hi,
Govind.
Air.
Hi, Govind.
So, Air, all the answers given by all the participants so far have already been summarized by you in one beautiful bhajan that you had released.
Hmm.
Mere Hum Safar.
Ah, beautiful. You know that you can sing the bhajan or you don't sing.
I am not good at singing, but I hear this bhajan from
Yes.
time to time. That summarizes everything that everybody has said so far. हर
Yeah, very
राह
beautiful.
पे हर
Yeah.
राह पे हर मोड़ पर तू तो साथ है मेरे हम सफर.
What a beautiful song. What a beautiful song. And this is what Krishna said. So Krishna initiated this while everybody is talking about SIP being inside me and therefore I'm not alone. But what Govind is saying now is in extension of what Krishna said. And this song says, हर राह पे हर मोड़ पर तू तो साथ है मेरे हम सफर मेरे हम सफर, मेरे हम सफर, मेरे दिल की धड़कन में तू बसा, हर सांस में तू मेरा जिगर, मेरे हम सफर, मेरे हम सफर. Beautiful song. And so, Govind, have you extended this Hamsabar, what the words are saying, or how do you overcome the loneliness in your life?
Well, when I'm lonely, I remember this bhajan, and then automatically I feel that I'm with SIP, and everything around me is SIP. I'm not alone. And obviously, I try to occupy myself by doing different things. There is no doubt, like you do podcast, you do singing, you do Zoom calls, you occupy yourself, right, in some or the other activity. So, and then of course, when you are with family and friends, definitely you're entertained. But when you're alone, you try to occupy yourself in some way or the other. And also, like this bhajan, I have reminded myself many times. In fact, some time ago, I had requested you to send me a voice note of this bhajan.
And I sent you. I don't remember
And
this.
yeah, and you had sent me because I
Okay.
had really liked this bhajan a lot. If everybody else understands the meaning of this bhajan, it's everything everybody has said so far, that we are with SIP, and we are one with everybody. We don't feel lonely. The bhajan summarizes everything. Summarizes that.
Unfortunately, Govind, because we are clinging in this world, we are clinging to people. When we are
Yeah.
clinging to people, what happens if you're clinging to a person? Then obviously you feel lonely, right? Because
Yes.
you're clinging to one person. You're clinging to one habit. You're clinging to one possession. You're clinging. So this attachment, sometimes I didn't nobody used this word. Attachment is one of the greatest causes of loneliness. It's a big problem. It's a huge problem when you are attached to somebody, a huge problem. But the moment you break the attachment, the moment you break free, huh? I want to break free. So you break free from that attachment. You then you reach a level of consciousness where you're not bound. You're not bound to the ground like a tree. You are free. So thank you,
So
Govind. Anything more? Yeah.
detached attachment is what we have learned.
Yeah.
So if we are in
Detached
that
attachment.
detached
Yeah.
attachment,
Yeah. And what do I do? My new formula is what? Have I taught you all? It's called Losia. Have I taught you, Blico? Have I taught you Losia? What is Losia? Love, sip in all. When you love sip in all, when you are able to Losia, love the sip in all, in every person you meet, in every soul you meet, you love that soul as sip. And that is the very beautiful thing. Okay, Govind. Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you. We have got now Shivraj, Rashmi, uh, Sachiv, Mohan Pujan. Four more questions and then we will close. Four more
Shubham,
questions.
Shubham
Shivam, sir.
Guruji. Uh, See, it is natural to be lonely when you are in material states, when you are in avidya. So once you have gyan, when your avidya is gone, so definitely I say if you are lonely from the external world, from the noise, your spiritual journey become faster. So once you are on a spiritual journey, definitely you have some discipline like sadhana, and I feel meditation is one of the best way to grow faster. So I feel once you are on this side, uh, not in the material side, definitely you will become never lonely.
Okay. Actually, today, before you all go, I want to leave you all with the two-step method of overcoming loneliness. Huh? Because it can become a book. It can become a book. It is called the two-step method of overcoming loneliness. Let me
And
quickly explain. Yeah.
this the bhajan, if we can get this link, I would like to hear basically.
Yeah. Okay. We'll send it in the group chat. हर राह पे हर मोड़ पर तू तो सा. Okay. Let me end the call with the meaning of this. I thought there were many more people. There's no Rashmi and nothing. Two more people, right? Thank you, Shivaraj. Rashmi and nothing, Umang. Then I will end the call with the two-step method of overcoming loneliness. Yes.
Shivam Guruji, I like to hear this bhajan too, and I just feel your platform means mature joy is giving, and you are giving every day. And if loneliness, if anybody is lonely, they should attend your this session, every day, and they will rid of their loneliness. No,
If somebody is in this call every day, how can they be lonely? They cannot be lonely.
never. So, so I just feel it's a good gift, you are giving to everyone. And every day, 24/7, you are hammering happiness. So, they should listen to your this. I don't feel divine present you are giving.
Good. And now we are starting a new brand, a new channel called Happy Air. And tomorrow we will move from Instagram Live. Will be last day tomorrow, and then we are moving to Happy Air. So then this call gets more value because there's no 7 o'clock call, only 8 o'clock call. So thank you, Rashmi. Nothing.
Shiva Mayor.
Shiva, bro.
As per my understanding, the loneliness is also created by mind. It is one of the 14 monsters, so mind and ego. So what you taught us yesterday, if we flip the like come if we flip and come on the happiness, intellect, positivity and fulfillment, there is no scope of mind, like there is no scope of loneliness. अगर अपन happiness में रहते हैं, intellect use करते हैं, there is no scope of loneliness ना, फिर loneliness आएगा ही नहीं.
Absolutely. If you replace misery with joy, ignorance with intelligence, negativity with positivity, and desire with fulfillment, then where is loneliness?
Yes, sir.
Mind is a major cause of creating loneliness.
And from joining like post retreat, what I observed is all the things like negativity, dukh, taklif, jo bhi, it's all because of mind. Once you able to still the mind, it's everything gone. So major is like if you work on E2, E1 or E2, you win the race. Like E3 is also required, but E1 or E2 is main. If you work down it and you control the same, and then I think you won the 80% of the race.
So
Yeah.
all of you have got the recipe in your hand. आप लोग को जो मेडिसिन का पिल है, दर्द है, पेन है, और मेडिसिन हाथ में मेडिसिन नहीं खा रहे हैं. Many people don't come on the Zoom call, although the Zoom call is there, and then they are suffering, and then they are wondering why they are suffering. If you are wondering why you are suffering and you are not attending the Zoom call on a day-to-day basis, then how can you overcome suffering?
Yesterday only I was talking to Minakshi, and like before retreat I don't know ki I was wasting time or I was doing some bullshit, but now in back of my consciousness I know agar if I talk 15 minutes with my friend or with some gappa and all gossip, then my back of the consciousness I know I am wasting time. Now I know everything, like how the things flow. If I craved for anything, now I know my more body is five senses of body creating this thing, I need to control it. Now I can feel the vibe ki like ha aisa ho raha hai, this is because of this and I need to control that only.
Very good. Very good. Thank you. Umang, who's now nothing, is one very good example of how his wife Meenakshi was in the call, and she was a keen seeker, and he came from the back door, and she sent him for the retreat, and then he went forward, and he's now holding her hand as she is walking with him. But he has probably gone so much advanced in this subject, which is very good. My dear friends, please pay attention. To overcome loneliness, there are two methods. There are two steps, not methods, there are two steps. Many of you started with the first step, including Shivoham, I remember, and even Sachiv and many people. That even Uma Giri said, I am not alone, SIP is with me. So when you realize that God is not far away in the sky, that's a lie. When you realize that God lives in the temple of your heart, how can you be lonely? How can you be lonely? But this is only the first step, the first method. It's called self-realization. Self-realization is realizing God in the temple of your heart. It is neti neti tattvamasi. So this is the first step, and I can guarantee you, many of you may be feeling loneliness, but I don't feel lonely at all. And what is the second step, which partly Govind said in the song? I don't remember the words of the antra. I wish, see, the word song is there. Where is, okay. So, if the song, unfortunately, we don't have this support system for the song right now, but unless Govind plays it. So, what I'm saying, the second step which makes me overcome all loneliness is not self realization, but God realization. And in God realization, what Krishna said, two, three beautiful points. Krishna said SLS. You see sip in all, you love sip in all, you serve sip in all. And she, in the passing, she said so three, four, so easily she said the answers without emphasizing. And the most beautiful answer to overcome loneliness is फूल भी सुंदर, तितली सुंदर, पंछी भी सुंदर है, बादल सुंदर, पहाड़ भी सुंदर, जग में जो दिखता वो अति सुंदर, ये सुंदर सब शिव है, शिव ही तो है सुंदरम, सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम, सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम. My dear friends, if only you learn this, only you learn this, huh? Then you will not feel lonely. In this song, which Govind said, it says, जिधर देखूं मैं उधर तू ही तू, आसमां में तू और धरती पे तू, पक्षियों की चहचहाहट में तू, पत्ते पत्ते में तू, हर फूल में तू, जहां देखूं मैं वहां तू ही तू, मेरे हम सफर, मेरे हम सफर. Look at this, my dear friends. If you see sip in every tip, in every lip, if you are able to see sip everywhere, where is the question of loneliness? So you'll have to go beyond God being inside you. God is inside you, God is outside you, God is under you, God is on top of you, God is everywhere. In that story of the footprints, one person used to walk on the beach, and always there were two footprints. And one day, when there was so much trouble, that person called out and said, God, where are you? Today on the beach, I saw only one footprint. Why did you leave me? Why did you desert me? And Prabhu answered, my dear child, on the time when you saw there was only one footprint and you were struggling, those were my footprints, or I was carrying you. I was carrying you and walking. When you have this attitude, my dear friends, when you have this awakening, huh, then you realize कि हर राह पे, हर मोड़ पर, on every part, on every turn, तू तो साथ है मेरे हम सफर, मेरे हम. But if you are not able to see the divine in the sunshine, if you are not able to make the divine your lifeline, if you are not able to see the supreme everywhere, you will feel lonely. So my two-step method is: one, self-realization, Prabhu is inside me; and two, God realization, Prabhu is everywhere, in everything. You drink water like this, you're drinking Prabhu. You hold a glass, you're holding Prabhu. Everything is Prabhu. Everything, every atom. Even to eat, and don't we say? Sip is in every atom. I think that is probably in A7 or A, no, A6 maybe, A6. A6, then A6, I see, I realize sip is in every atom. E6, I experience sip in every atom. If you are able to experience sip in every atom, impossible for you to feel lonely. With folded hands, I bow down to you. See you tomorrow at 8.